Hello and welcome everybody. In today's class you are going to study mysql and Django connectivity. Here on the screen you can see that you see the four windows are visible on your screen. See what is this. This is the first window. It's a command prompt. Okay, this is and the second window in which you can see the name views.py. This is views.py file, and this is select data.html file, and this is the browser Google Chrome, and on this I have opened a website localhost 8000. This website is not from the internet. This is the website, it is running on my computer, and this website is running because of this. And what is this here? This is Django. This is Django server is running here. Okay, if I close this website will close, and then I refresh. Currently when I refresh this page, this is working, and you can see the changes here. 3 times it is this command is mysql test 3 times. I click on refresh button, look on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Okay, now so what is clear? This is your Django web server. This is your Django web server command prompt, and this is the retrieved data, and this data is retrieved by these two files, combination of these two files. The programming is done in these two files. Now see, this file is called templates file. In Django, this file is called templates file. Templates. Note down this in your copy. Everything you have to note down in your copy. This is your templates file, and this is your views.py file. And here you can see this mysql test. This is the name of your app. This is the name of your app on this Django project. Okay, like when okay, I'm one more example. Let's wait. Now start from here. This is once again it is clear. This is your web server, this is the browser, this is the views.python file py, and this is templates. How these two are connected to each other to retrieve this data, this is what you have to learn today. Okay, let's see. In this file, first command is written from django.shortcuts import render. Why this command? Because this render we are importing from django.shortcuts. Why this render is needed here? Because we are going to use this return, render, request, and all this. Now let's see one more. And this command import mysql.connector.sql.tr. Why this command is used? Because we want to connect to a database. mysql.connect.sql.tr connect. So here SQL CTR, this is SQL CTR. Okay, and this def mysql test, and in the bracket request from Django. In Django, when you are developing website, you have to make a procedure like this. Now see, just like in your last example, when you are the hello world example we have given, in that we have not written all these codes. We have written just simply render hello world HTML file, and this template file was containing only the HTML tag and simply the hello world statement. But here this time we are going to retrieve the data. So see, the first command we have made a variable test is blank. This is just a temporary blank variable it is made. Then I use the command try except. This just like we are having if else. Similarly here is a try and except. What is the use of try and except? Try these commands, and if by chance these commands are not running, at that time you have to use this accept command. If these commands cannot be run, then their message will be failure in connecting to the database if these commands are not running. Otherwise these commands will be done. So once this try and accept is done, at last return render request. So what is to be returned to this? When somebody is calling this mysql test, this mysql test will be called. Okay, see this is when somebody call this on your web server from your website, this will be called this function, and this function will will render this return render. What it is going to render? It is rendering what is the request. This session, it is making a request, so this is the request, and the request is here. Whatever request is made to them, this function will pass select data.html. This is this file, select data.html, and this file, and after that this file is to be opened, but with some data also. And what is this data? Test. This is a dictionary, this is a key, and this is value. And what is this value test here? Test is equal to data. What is this data here? Data is equal to cursor.fetchAll. Cursor.fetchAll. What is this cursor here? Execute select star from country. So see, once again, first we have made a connection to the database, sql ctr.connect. We have used our user root, password root, database Sakila, and host is localhost. Localhost means on the same computer on which this website is running, on the same computer on which this mysql is running, and version is 5.5. you can see this at my computer. You can see mysql, it is here. This is mysql 5.5. okay, this I can show you this, and I can this suppose root, and my password is also root, so I root and enter. I can connect to it, and when I say use Sakila, so what it is done, this Sakila, okay, and then show tables. How many tables are there inside it? There are many tables, but I am using this country table. So this is country, select star from country. Okay, so while connecting to the database, what is the requirement? First we have to import this, then we have to use a connection, SQL connection variable, SQL ctr.connect, and using this con1, this connection, we are making a cursor. This cursor is here, and on this cursor we are calling the execute method, in which we are passing select star from country. For example, here I am writing select star from country, and I put this. So this is the country data, but this data is in mysql, but this data has to be retrieved on website. How you can see there is Afghanistan, Algeria, it is Algeria, but this is on the command for the same data I want here. How? This is what we are learning today. See, so select star from this, data is equal to cursor.fetchAll. So when this command is running cursor.fetchAll, what it is doing is it is retrieving all the data from this mysql, all the data, and making tuples of it. Okay, Python tuples, you are aware of Python tuples. So tuples, so this test is now a tuple, and this tuple is passed where? Here, when return render request select data.html. so in this file this test is passed. Now this file will convert this tuple into this form. How? You see this here, it is reading heading 1 mysql test for retrieve. You can see that this line which is written here, the same line it is here. What is this? Heading 1. So this is the heading of our website. After that, this is a command, csrf token. This command always you have to write when you are using Django templates. The csrf token, this is the requirement. Without this your application will not run. Okay, and then table border is equal to 1. This is simple HTML command. This table is starting here and this table is closing here. You can simply understand this table and table. After that, now these 3 lines are playing its very important role in retrieving this data. Now you see that here is a command for and here is a command and for. Okay, but in case of Python you are not using this and for. This and for are for Django. When you are using Python you only write for and you are not using these symbols. But in case of Django you have to use this symbol, this and this here, and this is for closing this for. So this is the syntax for and for. And for row in test, what is this test? This is the test. What is this test? All the data which is fetched from the country to this and in the form of tuple. Okay, so this data. Now for row, now here you are writing trtd. What is this trtd here? This first row, this is your tr. And how many tds are there? 1, 2 and 3. 3 columns are here, 3 td are here. This is first this is your first td, this is your second td, and this is your third td. And this is row 0. You have to write always, don't forget, you have to write in the double curly bracket. First you have to open a curly bracket, then close the curly bracket, and inside it again in the curly bracket row 0. We are writing here row 0 because our tuple which was retrieved here, in this tuple we are using indexing 0, 1 and 2. We are having 3 columns, so we will write 0, 1 and 2. You can see that this is 0, this is 1 and this is 2. So here is a 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so this is basically what you have learned here. Now I will show you. Suppose I close this command. I will show you one by one this how these pages, where these pages are existing. This is the page. You understand that this is a Google Chrome page. This is not a simple. You can click on here and you can just open it and you can type here localhost 8000 mysql test. Now I am showing you what is the use of here mysql test, how I have created this mysql test. Then I will show you where this file select data.html is existing and where this views.py. One by one, let's see. First I minimize this because you are already aware of this page. Now I am showing you select data.html, where this file is. Select data.html. You see that in our website 4 there is a template, and in that this is select data.html. This is this file. So where it is? In the website 4 templates folder. Now go back. Now we see this another thing, and where this views.py file is existing. So views.py will be existing on mysql test. This is the view file, views.py. Edit. This is again, okay, this is your file views.py. And okay, so and this is your command prompt. This is your mysql, and this is your sql. This is your template, this is your SQL, and one more thing was your browser, and this is your browser. Now I am showing you that what happen if I close this. If I close this, what happen is when I run this, refresh this page, it will say that this site can't be reached. Why? Because server is down now. So now how I can restart this server? So again what I have to do is I have to open this command prompt and I have to write cmd, and in CMD I have to write a few commands to start the server, and then when I run this again, the server will be started. Okay, so let's see what the commands are. First of all, I have to go to my virtual environment where all this website 4 is. You can see that it is an env1 scripts website 4 mysql test. These are the folders on my desktop. So I will go for the desktop, cd desktop, and on the desktop I have a folder env1. This is my virtual environment folder which I have created earlier, and I have also made a tutorial on this, how to create a virtual environment and on desktop and use env1. You can see that video, that lesson. Okay, so here use a desktop, cd desktop, then cd env1 and then press enter, and then cd scripts. You can see that env1 scripts are here. So I will write cd scripts, and I have to write activate, and after activating it I have to move to the website 4, cd website 4, and in this website 4 I have to run Python command to start this server. So you can see that still this server is not running. You can see that it is not running. This mysql test app is not working, but now I will write a few more command here. Python manage.py run server, and I press enter. As soon as I press enter, my server is starting now. You can see now it is telling me quit the server with control plus break, otherwise this server is running now. And when I refresh this page again, because now server is started, and I click on this, my web page is available. So you can see that what is the importance of your web server. Okay, so that's it for now, and I think you are aware of what is the functioning of websites, how the websites are running. So here you can see that this is your client, this is your server. Okay, and that one another I was I showed you, that was mysql, and this is your mysql command prompt. In this the data is inside this, and sorry, okay, I'm minimizing it, and once again see. So this is done. Thank you for watching. If there is any question, ask me.